everyone, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I'd like to just give a couple of messages before I go on to the readings. First of all, happy birthday to Gemini. The sun is in Gemini, and all the best to all of you beautiful Gemini people out there. Also, I'd like to say that I'm going to be using for this reading the Greer tarot deck, which is a beautiful deck, and I've been shuffling and the Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. Yes, major shifts, astrologically speaking, there are major shifts happening right now as we speak. Today's actually the 5th of June, and again running late. I'd like to thank all of you for your beautiful comments in relation to the health of my dad. The news is pretty good, so we are relieved for a little while. Things are looking up. Thank you all for your support and all that you do. Now, Vera Sibilla by Masenghini, okay, as usual, and I'm also going to be taking 1 or 2 cards depending on the situation. All right, Doreen Virtues, Romance Angels, which a lot of people love, so I'm going to be using those as well for a special message in love. Of course, this is a love reading. That's what I usually do. Now, if something else comes to mind, I will tell you about that as well, but I'm concentrating on love. Love for June 2017, okay, for all my beautiful people out there. Now, astrologically speaking, just a quick, a little bit of information just so we know roughly the energies that are playing out at this time. Jupiter is going to be going direct, and Jupiter is in Libra in about 4 days on the 9th of June. Thank goodness for that. So Jupiter is powering up very soon, so it's going to be showering us with blessings. That's what Jupiter does, which is wonderful. Okay, and Jupiter is going to be in Libra up until October. So, dear Librans, take advantage of that, obviously. You have to, because Jupiter is the planet of abundance and luck and expansion. Now, Mercury is moving into Gemini in a couple of days on the 7th of June, and Gemini is its home sign. So, Mercury is going to be flying through Gemini. It's going to be there for a couple of weeks, I think. And of course, Mercury is all about communication and, communication, movement, literal movement, that is, okay? And Mercury is the mind, okay? And Gemini is all about the mind. They're very intellectual, okay? They are ruled by the mind. So it's in its home sign in Gemini, and that's going to bring the blessings, of course, to Virgo as well, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So Mars is Mars has just moved into Cancer. It would have been yesterday, and it's not so strong in Cancer. It does not like being there, so there might be a little bit of aggression with things. Mars wants to charge forward, but in Cancer it's not in its comfortable position. So do take care with that. Know that Mars is trying to fly forward, but in Cancer it's just a little bit, I shouldn't say stagnant, because Mars is always moving forward. It's just having trouble. Okay, so Neptune, which is great, is going to go retrograde, and that's on the 16th of June, Neptune being in Pisces. Now, Neptune going retrograde is a bit of a blessing, because clarity will be coming to everyone. The veil will be coming off, and we'll be able to see through. The rose-colored glasses are coming off, so if anyone has been waiting on information, okay, Neptune is the higher mind. It's the higher octave, okay, of Mercury. There is going to be more clarity for us, which is wonderful. It really is. So looking forward to that. Now, Venus is moving into Taurus in a couple of days, and Venus is in its home in Taurus. So lucky Taurians, you know, Venus is all about love and money, things that are very precious to us, things that are of value to us. And that's what Taurus is all about. It's all about value, all about the five senses. Okay. And obviously Scorpio being the opposite sign to Taurus, they should be blessed as well as the collective. I mean, Venus being in Taurus is going to be very advantageous, very positive for all the signs. Now, a couple of days ago, we had Venus conjunct Uranus. So I've been telling my clients that they should be expecting some sort of a surprise. Now, Venus is good, okay? Venus is, as I said, love and prosperity in financial matters, right? So Uranus is all about things happening out of the blue. It's sudden things happening. So I would say that it is positive. That's what the astrologers tell us. And if it hasn't culminated in your life yet, it should be, okay? Not everyone is born on the same day, so things are going to pan out differently for different people. So I'm still waiting on that. I want to see what blessings are coming my way. So good luck to all of you again with that transit. Now, Saturn is retrograde until August 25th. Saturn is in Sagittarius. Okay, now it's Saturn is the difficult planet. Okay, it's the teacher, the person who is in charge. Usually Saturn guides us, even though the planet has a very stern sort of an energy. With it being retrograde, it's just giving us a bit of leeway, a bit of space to do what we're wanting to do, right? For everyone, it's going to be in different matters because it's going to be a different house for each and every one of you, for all the signs. And it being retrograde is, I would say, a bit of a blessing. And that's going to be taking place until August 25th. Now, Saturn is also going to be changing signs in December. So for my dear Sagittarians, I know you've been put through the ringer. It's been difficult for you, so just patience until about December. All right, I think they're the main things that I had to speak of in relation to astrology. That's just giving us a bit of an idea of what's happening up in the sky. Very, very positive energies with, you know, the nodes which have changed from Virgo. North node moved from Virgo to Leo, and the South node moved from Pisces to Aquarius. So that was a major shift. We're still going through shifts, quite strong shifts, because we've got Mercury and Mars changing signs at the same, roughly about at the same time. So that's a big deal. And Mercury and Mars, yes. Okay, so as I said, Mars moved into Cancer yesterday. Mercury is moving in a couple of days into Gemini. And Venus is moving into Taurus tomorrow. So that's actually 3 planets. And they're our personal planets, right? Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Okay, they're the closest planets to the sun. So very, very interesting. I'd also like to thank you all, before I go on to the readings, thank you all for your likes, shares, and your subscriptions. And for those of you who have bought readings off me, and for those of you who keep coming back to me, thank you so much for your trust. You are very appreciated, very much indeed. And I also tell my clients, you know, I'm always wanting to know what's happening after you've had your reading done. I do like to keep in touch with my clients. If they like, they can let me know what's happening, how things are panning out. It's, you know, very interesting to me, because it gives me a sense of purpose when I hear that my reading has been true and that I'm on the right track, okay, and that my intuition is on track. Yeah. Now, for a private reading, the link is going to be in the description box below. For any questions, feel free to message me at divinedebut11@gmail.com, and all this information is going to be in the description box below, as well as the tarot and the oracle decks that I'm using, okay? Thank you all so much. Thank you also for your patience. Let's go on to your readings. Hello Libra, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. Welcome to my channel. Libra, what's happening in your love life for June? I hope you are all well today, and for all of June. Well, we're in the middle of the year already. Now you've got Jupiter moving direct on the 9th. Today is actually the 5th of June. So whatever has been stagnant and not, panning out, not coming to fruition, you've still got until October. Because Jupiter is in your first house, it could be in any situation. It could be, in relation to love. It could be in relation to money. Whatever the blessings are, Jupiter is getting revved up and ready to shower us all with gifts. Thank God. Okay, this is a very positive month, I feel. There's a very positive energy. Okay, and I just hope that's the same for you. Virgo is going through a little bit of a tough time, but they're getting to where they need to be, and that's what the universe is there for. Sometimes, we can put so much effort into something. If something doesn't want to happen and it's meant to be at a certain time, that's what's going to happen. So let's stick around and see what's happening with you, Libra. Archangel Michael and Gabriel, the universe, guide me for Libra. What's happening for them in love? Are they finding their balance? Okay, everything's beautiful for Libra. Venus is moving into Taurus. Yee-hee. Okay, which is very good for you as well, since Venus is your ruler. Okay, so abundance is coming around for everyone. Okay, let's see, Libra love, June 2017. The Emperor. Okay, Major Arcana. Another Major Arcana, the Moon. That is the now position. Now Virgo had the 10 of Pentacles as their challenge as well. So those of you that are on the cusp with Virgo, do check out their video. Okay. Now in the distant past, we've got the Fool card, another Major Arcana card. In the near past, again, we've got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles has shown up at least for 3 or 4 signs. Virgo had it in the now position. You've got it in your near past position. Now your crowning card is the World card, another Major Arcana card. Well, Major Arcanas all around, Libra. The Ace of Rods, Ace of Wands in your near future. Beautiful. Now in the advice position and how people see you is the 5 of Wands. Virgo had it as one of the clarification cards for the outcome card as well. And they also had the Ace of Wands as well. So now in your environment position, we've got the 4 of Cups. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the outcome position is the 8 of Cups. Let me take 2 more clarification cards. The 2 of Swords. This card shows me the major shifts that are happening. Okay, major shifts. Okay. And as I said, we've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and that could be an Aries, or it could be another fire sign. And for me, this is probably what you are moving away from. So Libra, you are moving away from a fire sign or an Aries. The Emperor is a major arcana card, and it's all about our home and our stability. So those of you who have been in a relationship or in marriage, a long-term relationship, short-term relationship, doesn't matter. It would be someone older, or they've just been around for a while, okay? Now beneath that we've got the Four of Swords. A lot of, wow. Well, I shuffled so well. There are so many similarities with your reading as well as Virgo. I think Virgo had the Emperor in the hopes and fears position. And they had the Four of Swords as their outcome card. And they also had the Devil in the recent past. Okay? And then you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And I'm stopping there. Ten of Cups. So this was a happy relationship on all fronts. It was in the past. Okay? I mean, we have the Ace and the Ten. So it began really well. Went really well for some time. But then we had some problems here with the card of the Devil. Now, some of you, your partner may be a Capricorn. Either that or the card of the Devil is, you know, feeling bound by something, restrictions, fears, anxieties. Also, you could be dealing with someone who's dealing with drugs, or you know, they're overindulging in whatever substances they're taking. You know, this is someone who feels as though they cannot move forward. Now, the Devil card many times to me, and looking at the Emperor as well here. The Emperor could be someone on the downside that is just very domineering. They look out for their own self-interest first, and they think that everyone is below them. You know, they sit in that throne and they think that they're the people who are going to call the shots. There is, you know, no doubt about that. He can be quite a difficult person, you know, if he is on the his dark side is that he's very selfish. He's either someone who's got anxieties, because we do have the Four of Swords here as well. So that's has to do with, you know, air energy, our perception, our intellect. Right, so this person can be very domineering, and they can have weaknesses, like they're not able to rule their empire, right? So this is a weakness that I see here, a weakness. Sometimes when people are not balanced out and their values are not, they don't have their values as a very important thing in their life. They don't value people like they value themselves. It's a very egotistical sort of an energy here that I feel. And if this is a fire sign, their downside is being quite egotistical, especially Leos, right? That is their darker side. But I see weakness here because of these restrictions here, these fears and these anxieties, okay? So things went tainted. Things got tainted in the past, okay? So this energy was very difficult, very difficult. So there's a lot of havoc and a lot of trouble within the relationship and within the family situation. I can see this because we had the Ten of Cups. So it's, for most of you, it's going to be, you know, tens are all about completions. For a lot of you, it's going to be a long-lasting relationship with this Emperor that has gone sour, okay? And now you're just in the position of taking time out and getting ready for your next move. Okay, the Four of Swords says that you are taking time out. You've been through a battle, but you still got fight within you. You're just taking some time out and ready to move forward. Maybe Jupiter is going to help you do that. Okay, so get ready. Get ready, Libra. In the now position, we've got the Moon. And again, here are the fears and the anxieties. Okay, that's what the Moon talks about. And the Moon is also, you know, it relates to our intuition. It relates to our dreams, you know, our subconscious mind. Now, this is also the card of Cancer, and sometimes, you know, we could be talking about this fire sign, which I would say is more than likely for most of you. It could be an Aries or it could be another fire sign, but they could have water in their chart, okay? This is the card of Cancer, the Moon card. And both these cards speak of our stability because Cancer rules the fourth house, okay? The Moon card is the card of Cancer. Cancer rules the fourth house, which is our home and our stability. The Emperor is also number 4, which is our home, okay, and our roots, right? So there is lack of clarity here. That's what the Moon shows. Lack of clarity, and where there is no clarity and where there is no clear sight, there is fear, because we have fear of the unknown, right? Now, your challenge card is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles shows a couple here, and it's got a big cross, a big X in front of it, which is like a door. It's like the door is closed on getting to the Ten of Pentacles, but your challenge is to open this door. Open the door, Libra, and move through. Open the door and find your happiness, because Pentacles are not only about emotions, they are about everything in our life, our, you know, every day-to-day life, okay? Pentacles are what speak of our stability, our grounded, tangible things that are in our life, things that we work hard for, things that we, you know, we progress in our life for. We all want not what's up in the air, but what's down on the ground, what's grounded. Whatever is grounded is stable, right? Okay? And Ten of Pentacles speaks of happy generations, you know, the happy family, the generational happiness on all fronts, on all levels. And this is your challenge. This is where you're trying to get to. Okay, in the distant past, we've got the Fool, okay, which says that it's a new beginning. You tried to make a new beginning, tried to take this leap of faith, but this is in the distant past, right? Sometimes the Fool, in a negative sense, can be moving forward without having all the information, not, you know, leaving everything behind and just taking the plunge. Sometimes the Fool speaks for itself. You may have been taken for a ride, okay? Now, in the recent past, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and that is, again, another pentacle. So this is, you are looking at your pentacle and trying to make it grow. You are trying to move forward in a more stable, more slow and steady pace, sort of a, you know, a relationship. But, you know, even though you started off as the Fool, taking the plunge and not, you know, being carefree and not really thinking about it, I see the Page of Pentacles, because if you look at the Rider-Waite Tarot, it shows this young man looking at this pentacle and trying to build on it. Now, pentacles are all about slow, steady movement, okay? Now, this also could be a slow moving energy which is going to take you out of trouble, okay? It could be you trying to move out of this situation, this difficult situation. So it's as though you're planting a seed. You have begun to make the change, okay? Now, we've got the Fool here. And we've also got the World card. So we've got the first card, and then we've got the completion card, which is the card of success. So you've been through all the lessons that it was necessary for you to move through to the world. The world is the ending. It's the cycle which closes, and then a new cycle will begin. Now, some of you may have already, because I've got an earth sign here as well, right? And pentacles are all about earth, okay? So some of you may have received a message from an earth sign, which is giving you, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? That there is something new that is going to begin. And here we've got the hopes and fears position. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. So there is growth here from the page. We are getting to the Queen. Okay. And I did say earth sign. I think that your new partner, the person who is going to be in your life, is going to be in relation to an earth sign. So Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Now we did have the card of Capricorn here. So for some of you, you may have met a Capricorn, or maybe it's just the very strong sexual relationship that the Devil card portrays, okay, because it is sitting right on top of the Ace of Cups. Okay, so maybe there has been a message, as I said, from this Page of Pentacles, which is helping you turn the page in your life, okay? So there is a slow and steady progress forward of a change. But before any change can come, we have to have the completion, okay, the ending of the cycle. So in the near future, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Rods, which is a new beginning, okay? This is your drive. This is like Mars pushing you forward, okay? This is your strength, your persevering, okay? A new beginning, okay? And it's something that you believe in, okay? You are just grabbing it with such, look at the way it's being grabbed by this hand, okay? It's as though you're saying, finally, okay? Finally, I'm ready to take this on, okay? I need this, okay? Now, this wands are all about what is being, it's all about being spontaneous, yes? It's also what we feel very passionate about, okay? Now, if this is, if you're dealing with business, okay, this is a new beginning, okay? A new beginning in business, because wands are all about, you know, work and career. So there is a new beginning in business, if that's the case. If not, this is a new beginning with something that we feel very strongly about, okay? It's as though you are all revved up and ready to go, dear Libra. Now, in the advice position and how people see you, we've got the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands could be, you know, petty arguments, could be disagreements and things like that. But also wands are all about, as I said before, all about, you know, your driving force. Now, there's 5 people here. Now, fives are all about external things happening which bring on change, right? So maybe you've got help, because usually with the Five of Wands, it could be 5 people trying to build on something. So maybe you've got support, dear Libra, okay? So it looks to me as though you are becoming quite decisive here, and you're going to draw on your support system. Okay, support system, I'm calling this card here for you. Okay, so in the environment position, we've got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a new offer coming in. Fours are all about our home and our stability. Now, this could be your partner coming back and saying, look, let's have another try. Let's try again. Okay? Sorry about that. Yes. But it's something that's not what your heart desires. Okay? It's not what you're looking for. Okay? You are interested in these 3 cups. These 3 cups are about the 3 of Cups, which is a celebratory card, right? It's all about being together with friends, going out, celebrating, having fun. Okay, and it looks as though this person here is quite cut off from your perception of having a good time, your emotional needs. This cup is all the way over there. So you haven't really noticed, or if you have noticed this offer, it's not something that fulfills you. It's not the Ace of Cups that you were looking for, or not at this moment. Okay. Now, if this is your earth sign offering you their cup, okay, it's something that you cannot do at the moment. It's as though you are still concentrated on these 3 cups. Your perception is here and not here. Okay, so I don't know with just the 1 card, so I will be looking at some more cards for that. Now, as I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a beautiful energy, a lot of stability here. Oh, beautiful. This is the Mother of Earth, the minor arcana, of course. A lot of abundance here. This female energy, because we've got female here, even though, you know, it's not gender specific. We've got the Queen, which is someone who knows. Okay, queens are all about, they have the knowledge. But, of course, it's not a king, so there is one more stage that this queen can move up to be complete on every aspect, you know, of being a stable, loving, nurturing, and giving earth sign. This queen is capable on all matters, home, work, children. Okay, she's got everything. She's a businesswoman. She's everything. Loves pets. Okay, but she's got just one more step to make it to be the King of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful energy here, absolutely. Very serene, very promising, and this is what you're hoping for. Okay, and then we've got the Eight of Cups, which is the outcome card. Now, the Eight of Cups is leaving behind these 8 cups and moving towards looking for the 10 of Cups. Okay, so we had the 10 of Cups in the past, and now we're at the stage where 2 cups went missing. Okay, if that is the case, we went backwards. Okay, and going backwards is it's not growth, it's stagnation. It's, you know, it's not a plus, it's not a positive, it's a negative, going backwards. So you are off and looking for the 10 of Cups, okay, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what you have invested in is not enough. And here we've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is lack of information, difficulty in making that decision. Which path do I take? Okay, I don't know everything that I need to know to be able to make my decision. This is not the Ace of Swords, it's the Two of Swords. Okay, and you have to take a lot of care here. Okay, because the next stage is the Three of Swords. You don't want to get there. Okay, so take care. Put yourself first. Okay, Libra, it's time to take care of yourself first. Okay, you're in 2 minds about this. And let's not forget that Libra is all about balance. You don't have your balance right now, okay? And you are just waiting for the information to come in. As I said, Jupiter on the 9th, in 4 days, is starting to move direct. That's where your clarity will come. So after the 8 of Cups, you are taking your swords and you are moving away to, more calmer waters. You are taking all your swords, all your perceptions of difficulty, and moving forward, trying to find your balance. Sixes are all about balance, and you are going to find your balance, Libra. Right. And I don't think it's going to take too long either. Okay. Now, for everyone, it's going to be different, but the 6 is the 6th month, okay? It could be the 6th month. Now, we're not all born on the same day, okay? We've got first decan, second decan, third decan. For others of you, it's going to culminate at a bit of a later stage, but you will be balancing out your life, okay? And it's funny that I have not taken the card of Libra, the Justice card, not once. And this is the 5th reading I'm doing. I'm going to look at the 4 of Cups, which is in the environment position. What is this offer? One more. I did say that you were looking for the 10 of Cups. Okay, this is in your environment position. Okay, I don't think I need to take another card here. Vera, the 10 of Cups for you. You will get to your goal, but you need to end the cycle. End this vicious cycle, whatever it is. With the card of the Devil, you need to put an end to what you're in. Okay, and you're going to, because it's your crowning card. It's on your mind, and when we've got something on our mind, it's going to happen, okay, because we make it happen. We send out the vibe to universe. We ask the universe for help. I'm going to take one card on I want to take one card on the the Queen of Pentacles. One card for the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, for many of you, we're talking about a Virgo. This is the card of the Hermit. Okay, so you are looking into your lantern. This is a major arcana. Spirituality is going to help you through this. Look within, take your time. You will find the answers, okay? We are talking about a Virgo for most of you. This earth sign, dear Libra. Okay, and as I did say, there were many similarities with the reading of Virgo. You may get some more clarity from the Virgo video, okay? The Hermit, very strong card. It's a number 9, okay? Number 10 is the, I didn't get time to say where I'd put this card, but you've got the Star card, which is a wish coming true, okay? For some of you, this is the card of Aquarius, okay? So for those of you that it is important, that there is an important Aquarian in your life, that could be the case, but for some of you, this could be having someone and talking through the internet, because that's what the Star card is all about. The Star card is all about healing as well, okay? Healing is very, very true here with the Star card, okay? And we've got the World card and the Star card, which talk about international travel or communication or dealings with someone overseas, okay? I was saying, what was I saying? I forgot. Yes, that number 10 of the Major Arcana is the card of the Wheel Fortune, which is Jupiter. So we've got the 9 here, the Hermit, which says that you are almost at the change, almost Libra. Okay, I want to take a card on the Moon card, which is in the now position. And obviously the 10 of Pentacles, which is, 10s are all about completion, but it's your challenge card. So after the 10 of Pentacles obviously is the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see what's here. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles says that you are halfway, okay? And because of the lack of clarity, you are feeling left out in the cold, okay? But this is the Blessing in Disguise card, okay? As I said, there is a church back here. Spirituality is going to help you get to the 10, okay? Fears, worries, and anxieties with the Moon. I'm going to take a card on the 2 of Swords, and then I'm going to go on to the Sibillas. It looks as though you're going to be able to let go of your past with this Emperor, whoever this is in your life. And there will be a new beginning, because we've got the Ace of Rods here. Okay, a new beginning with an Earth sign. For you singles, we are talking about an Earth sign, okay? And maybe there is a bit of static with the Emperor. The Emperor could be someone in your life. It could be a boss. It could be a father figure. It could be someone who is older, who may be causing you a little bit of trouble. It could even be your partner's father figure or someone in their life. It is someone, nevertheless, from your surroundings, including your home. Could be a relative, any sort of a relative. Let me look at the Ace of Rods, please. Okay, we've got the Page of Rods as well. Okay, so the Page of Rods is it's like taking a leap of faith, but it's not as big a leap of faith as the Fool, because the Fool is the Major Arcana, and the Page of Rods is the Minor Arcana. Okay, so maybe you're treading a little bit more carefully this time after doing this, right? So you are jumping forward, you are moving, okay? You're going to take a chance, and this could be a message as well. This could be quite a seductive sort of a message, okay? There is a lot of spontaneity here, okay? A lot of spontaneity. Even though we've got an Earth sign, they could have fire within their chart, and they, you know, their moon sign could be fire, and that's how they react, okay? So good to see, beautiful. It's like, you know, there's a new beginning here, new beginning. Let me go on to the Sibillas, and I would like to look at, I'm going to look at the Emperor. I did say that I wanted to, actually, yeah. I'm sorry if I did, but I think I was going to take a card on the 2 of Swords, and I put it on the Ace of Wands. It was the 2 of Swords that I was looking at, and this card goes there. So you are going to, through a message, maybe, could be a message, which is going to help you take that leap of faith. Okay, take the plunge. That's going to help you to decide to move forward and get out of what difficulty, because we've got the Eight of Cups here, okay? So you're going to receive a bit of a push. Let me look at the Emperor. Superbia, which is the card of vanity. More than likely it's vanity and ego and pride here with the Emperor. Then we've got Amica, which is, it's like the Justice card. It's like you're finding your balance, your harmony, okay? And then we've got Messaggero, which is a message from a distance. And this Sibila has shown up in a lot of the readings for June. And I can't leave it at the message, can I? I need to take one more card. One more card. What's this message all about? Vecchia Signora. Vecchia Signora is someone who is old and wise, someone that can give you advice. Sometimes it can be a visitor. And sometimes it can be a change, I think. But it's also a long-standing relationship. And that's why I'm saying that with the Emperor, okay, this was something that was long-lasting, something that was there for quite a while. Now, maybe this Emperor is someone who's out in the cold and they're feeling a little bit prideful and they're trying to find their balance. Maybe they're coming back with a message, trying to come back, but, you know, maybe they've lost their balance because of their pride, okay? That could be the case. And as I said, the Vecchia Signora could be a change here. So with a message, there will be a change. Doesn't really say here. Maybe that's the message that you're receiving that's going to bring you a change, and it's going to bring you harmony. But it's going to bring you a change from this Emperor. So there's different ways that you can look at the Sibillas, different ways that they can speak to you. Let me take a few on the Eight of Cups, which is the outcome card. Amore, which is Cupid, love. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Remember how I said you're at the Hermit? You're at the number 9. The Wheel of Fortune is the next stage. And then we've got Bambino. How beautiful is that? So what do I say to you? Yes, do move on. It is the right thing to do. Okay, it is the right thing to do for you. For those of you that are in a long-term relationship, right, and you have been feeling left out in the cold from this Emperor because of too much pride, it looks as though there's going to be a change. Okay, this cycle is going to be finishing up for you. Okay, and there's going to be a change with Jupiter. Okay, in your sign. It's going to bring on change. It's going to bring on healing. And there may be an offer. There may even be an offer from this Emperor, whoever this is in your life, that's going to bring back your 10 of Cups, bring you back. You know, they might go within. They might be the ones, you know, that are taking on the energy of the Hermit and looking within and being enlightened in relation to the way they've been, you know, dealing with you, and how much abundance have they been offering in their life. And maybe they are seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles, that you've been there for them, okay? And they're having a difference, a change of a change of personality, you know, they're looking back and looking at what they have, what they had, and what they're about to lose, okay? Because we do have two people here that are feeling left out in the cold. And maybe this is just a change in the cycle, okay? And they've got their wits about them now. So there is a fresh, a changing of, you know, a new leaf. They're turning a new leaf in their life. And maybe you aren't breaking up. Some of you may not be breaking up and changing partner and, you know, having someone new in your life, which I said would be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That could be the case for some of you as well. Whatever the case, I do know that there is a major change. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And whatever the changes, wherever you move to, wherever you are going to, is going to be positive. There's going to be new growth, okay? There's a baby here. You're going to be balanced. You're going to be finding your balance in love, okay? Sorry about that, Libra. Looks as though the lights come on now. Doesn't matter. I've got my lamp on as well. It's the same thing. I want to take a card for you. Sorry about the interruption. From the Romance Angels. I'm going to take two cards for you. Archangel Michael and Raphael. Universe. One message for Libra in relation to their love. Love and relationships for 2017 June. What's happening for them? Let me take this card. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. Now this is for the people who have someone coming in that is new. Earth sign, as I said. So this is a soulmate connection, and this is quite prominent at this time. I think Virgo and Leo had something about a soul connection, so that is interesting. Okay, let me take one more card. One more card, please. No. One more card for Libra, please. Universe, Archangel Michael. One card. The message doesn't want to come out. And when that happens, I have to choose a card. So it's telling me that I need to choose the card. Okay. Well, true love. You are the third sign that is getting this card. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So this stands for both situations here. Okay. It is true love. Maybe that's why you're able to work through your problems, whatever has been going wrong in your relationships. For those people who are in long-lasting relationships who went through hardship, okay? But this is true love for everyone, okay? Now, the romance of a lifetime says that you're able to get through whatever hardships you have gone through. For those people who have got an earth sign coming into their midst, into their life, calling in your soulmate, okay? That's what Jupiter is bringing you, true love, okay? Beautiful note to end up on, Libra. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for everything, okay? Do take care, and I will be back as soon as I can. Whatever happens, trust in the universe, okay? It's there to guide all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.